A question that I often receive is how to make a starter. What you need when you make a sourdough starter is actually flour and water. Of course, there are many recipes based on raisins, apples, different kind of fruits, herbs, spices, and they're all valid as long as it works. But basically, you only need flour and water if you want to start a sourdough. I like my starter to have the consistency of applesauce. So I'm using 100 grams of water and I will add 120 grams of flour. There we go. So what we have to do now is just gently blend flour and water and make sure that we do not get too much on the sides of the jar to keep it clean in order to avoid that there is no dried pieces of starter remaining on the side of the jar. Make sure the sides are clean. What you need now is patience, because every 24 hours you keep it at room temperature. Depending where you are, that has to be between 20 and 35 degrees centigrade. You keep it at room temperature, and every 24 hours you repeat what we just did. You add 100 of water and 120 of flour. You will see that the sourdough will start to liquefy. That's because of the acidity that is increasing. Your consistency will get a bit more liquid, and you will see that the sourdough will start to bubble. One thing you have to know is that you might get discouraged after a couple of days because the starter might smell funky, something unpleasant, but that's the moment that you have to persevere and go through. After a while, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, depends what kind of flour you used. In this case, I used a stone ground flour. You will see that your starter is bubbly, and when you taste it, it has to have that slight acidity, and then you are sure that the starter is ready. In case you would be really exactly or really precise, you can measure the pH of your sourdough. And when you measure the pH of a sourdough, it has to be below 4.2. For the simple reason that below 4.2, all pathogens that might be present in your starter are killed. Okay? So a starter is mature when the pH is below 4.2. Good luck with your starter, and if you have one, do not forget to register it on the Quest for Sourdough.